Welcome back to my channel. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and today I'm going to show you a quick little journal that you can do for the holidays or a quick gift. It's made out of envelopes and it doesn't take very long. You can make it as fancy as you want or as simple as you want, but I'm going to show you how that is done today. So this is what I created. So I'm just going to give a flip through and then I'll show you how to do the base for this. So basically this band I put on here, I just put some torn fabric through it and it just slips off, and that's to hold my book because I didn't want to put a closure on this, but you could if you wanted to. I kind of went with that stacked envelope kind of feel, but it's not really. So I'm just gonna scooch this in here a little bit better so you can see. There we go. I need to scooch it the other way. There we go. That's better. So I'm just going to dive in. This paperback I'm using is from TaylorMadeJournals, and this particular one, excuse me, is Faded Summer Junk Journal Digital Kit and French recipes. So it's all French recipes, French receipts, not recipes. Holy cow. French recipes or blue French documents. So I just thought they were so beautiful together. They're actually not together, but I combined them in this kit and I just thought it worked out perfectly. I just love the faded blue in that. So this is an envelope on the top here. This envelope is actually in the Faded Summer Junk Journal Kit. So I attached that onto here, and in here is one of the documents from the French Blue Documents kit she's got. And as you can see, it's all grunged up. I just loved it. It was just giving me that old stationery feel. So I slid that in there. Now these envelopes I used, were ones like this. I have a bunch of these, my paychecks come in them, so I reuse them. And what I've done is I've printed on them and done this. So I will put a link below as to how to do the printing on an envelope. I have done that in a video before, and I'll add that again. But, so what I've done is I've slid open the the envelope top, and I have put in an insert in the cover page, if you will. Flip it open. There we go. And I've just got some lace here with some butterflies, which are all in her kit. And all these envelopes have been printed from that kit. Here's another envelope here with another journaling card there. I just put a little bit of fabric ruffle that I made on the side here. Oh, just gotta slide that back in. So I really liked the pocket on these envelopes, so I thought I'd take advantage of those. In her kit, there's also little corner pockets here, so that is one of those. And here is just a little stack that I did of ephemera from her kit and from her documents as well. So this is one of her mason jars, and what I did is I traced out the lid and used a book page, embossed it, inked it, and placed it on and put some ribbon around. Got one of the postcards from her kit. I love the blues, and I like the layers she's got on these. And this is also one of the French Blue documents. Open it up. I mean, isn't that amazing? I printed it out. I distressed the edges and everything, but they're just perfect for this kind of layered envelope junk journal look. So I'm just going to tie that back up if I can. Slide that little bundle in the pocket. And then in the middle of this, what I did is I put a signature, just one signature that I put in here. And I left that pretty plain, as you can see, for whoever wants, receives this so that they can do their own journaling in it. It's just a small signature. And I used some of her papers from the kit, as well as some graph paper, some coffee dyed paper. I just grabbed a few mixed matched them. In the center of it, I put 2 of her pockets, and I've got another, I'm not going to open them all up, but there's another little bundle with a doily. It's more of those French documents in there. And she had some tags in there, and basically, there we go. Basically, again, I took some book paper and ran it through my embosser, distressed it, attached them, and stitched around. And then she had a few cards in there. So I stuck that in the middle. And again, you can see it's just a basic journal here. It's one of her cards. I just added some trim and a tab on. She had some tickets in there as well. My pages are sticking together. And just some blank papers, graph papers. Nothing too special in the signature because I just wanted it plain. But I love the graphics that she's got in here. And as you can tell, I kept it the aged and blue look. So this is the back of that signature. So then here's some more of the envelopes. So this is another envelope out of her kit. Again, I put a little packet in here of papers, postcards, and fussy cut ephemera. And in here on the journal card, see, this is why I love these envelopes. On here, I'll just pull it out. This is actually the journal card from inside, as you can see. But I just left it so that I could positioned it so you could peek through the window at it. On the back, another one of those corner pockets with another little pouch of goodies. And on this envelope here, a pocket again, journaling tag, a little document there, some paper, some more ruffle that I created. And in the back envelope here, it's just a journal card as well. This one I've left this way because for the back of it, you will be able to see. You can see there we go, little bunny card. So you can see it's not a very big journal. It measures 9, okay, I guess it's kind of big, 9 by 5.5. But you know, it's not too hard to make. It's a pretty quick make. So I'll slip it back in its sleeve, which the sleeve is just some book paper that I ran through my embosser, and then put a band of the journal paper across it. Then I stitched it down, added a butterfly and some reinforcements, and just threaded it with a bit of this fabric. So that's that. And I'm going to show you how to make the base of that with the envelopes. It's really actually simple. And a few of you asked for some more envelope techniques. So here we go. So I printed out 4 envelopes. You could do more, you could do less. But I found 4 worked perfect. And you could do these any size, whatever you got lying around. Don't feel you need to go get big ones. This would be cute with little ones too. Whatever you got. So I printed on both sides. There we go. Both sides of the envelopes. And again, I will link that below to the video where I've shown you how to do that. And then what I did is I inked all around, but on them, because I want the pockets to be coming out of the journal cards to come out of the sides here, I cut those open, but I'm going to show you how I did it. Basically, taking my envelope here, and the part that's not the flap, there's the flap, this part here. Now basically, I am just slicing off a teeny little bit just to open that pocket up. You can see. That's how little I cut off. That's like maybe 1/8 of an inch. 2 millimeters, I think. And then I'm just inking all the way around the sides, because I like to. You don't have to, but I just thought this went really well with this aged blue look. I'm doing both sides. Real quick here with my distressing oxide. And I did ink around the window. So basically I just rubbed around, and then I took a baby wipe and just wiped off any of the distressing ink off of the plastic. So now you've got 4 envelopes. Now you just have to pick which one you want for the front. And I think it's going to go like this. I think I like this one for the front. Okay, so we're going to lay this out flat like this. And then you're going to take whichever one you want for the back, which I'm going to do this one. And you're going to just slide it inside there, so they're flap to flap. Oh, that's not how I did it. That's right. I did it. Let me think about this again. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to put my, that's right. I got my front one. I'm going to slide one envelope in here. This will be your second page. And just slide it, fold it in. Perfect. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to take my back one and I'm going to flip it upside down so that the pocket part here is in the back. So basically when you fold this flap back, you can see now I'm sliding that flap into the envelope. Into the envelope, if it would work. I'm going to flip it over and do it so you can see there. So I'm just sliding it in. That's what it was. I was catching. Okay. So that's your back. Oh, I turned it all around. All right. So it's in there. So you've got, oh, now I've confused myself as to what I was doing on this. That's right. This flap has got to be in here. Oh, there we go, because you want it nice and smooth. All right, so let's try that again. So I've got my front envelope. Yeah, that's my front envelope. So I slid another envelope flap side into the flap side of that one. Then I took my other envelope, my back one, with the flap down and stuck it into the pocket in there as well. Sealed that in. And now I've got my last one. And again, you can see I've got mine. I'm turning them either way so that I have flaps inside the windows, inside on the top and on the bottom. So then my last one, I'm just going to lift it open. You can see you've already got a pocket in there. I'm just going to slide that flap right in there. Okay. So now what I need to do is, you know, at this point you can seal it all up and just do it like this as a stacked envelope. I'm just going to score it to make sure everything is nice and even here. Get it across the back. Okay, so you could just leave it like that and have your 4 pages. Mine's a little sticky because I just finished printing it and I haven't had it enough time to dry yet, but there. But what I want to do is put a signature in here like I did the other ones. So you got to reinforce this. So there's 2 ways of doing this. I'll get you back in frame here. You could use, this is a fabric medical tape. It's thin. It takes ink really well. I'm not actually sure what it's called. You could use this, or in my case, lots of times, I have used hockey tape. Being in Canada, we have lots of hockey tape. And it's a fabric tape, as you can see, and it's nice and sticky, and it's flexible, and I use it for reinforcing a lot. But today I'm just going to use this fabric tape because I've got it. So all I'm going to do is run it down the middle of my envelope. And you can see it's disappearing already into there. And I'm just going to trim it off even and burnish it. And as you can see, I've got this little pocket still that's not sealed there. So all I'm going to do is run my tape one more time right across. I mean, you could do this with decorative washi tape too, I suppose. I'm not a big washi tape fan, but I bet you could do it with that if you had lots of it. Plus then you could add a decorative side to it for sure. I'm just going to trim that off. I obviously got to sharpen my scissors. Trim it off and just burnish it in there really well. So now when I want to put my signature in here, it'll be nice and sturdy. And I'm just going to open the next page and I'm going to do the same thing. This is, you know, I may not be putting the signatures in all these spots, but it's just going to reinforce these so they don't fall apart on you. And so I'm just going to do the same thing right down here. And as you can see, it disappears. You could ink them up if you wanted to. Just trimming the edges here. And sometimes I do trim them, but in this one, they're disappearing into that printed envelope. And so I'm liking that. Okay, so we did that side, we did that side. I flipped my book over just in case you're wondering which way I was going. And now I'm opening up this one. And again, I'm just going to burnish it so that it's nice and good. This tape also at this point too is sealing these envelopes in. And if you were choosing to stitch it at this time, you could do that as well. But when I sew in my signature, that's also going to bind all this a little tighter. So there. That was in there. Got it all burnished in. And do the same thing. I'm just going to open up my envelope. So I'll do the same thing on the back. As you can see, you've got that little flap there, which you could keep if you want, but in my case, I'm not wanting it. So you can see I'm just more of that tape there. I guess on the spine here too, for sure, it would be really actually handy if you had some nice washi tape there. Okay, so then when you're closing it up for the spine, make sure you give it a good burnish to make sure. And it's puckering a little bit, and I'm not worried about that because I'm going to fill it. And as you fill it, it's going to press open more. So now you can see you've got a basis for a journal here. You've got your front with this part for a slide-in pocket here. You've got your first page, which you could stitch a signature in here if you wanted. Then you've got this is your second page, which again, we cut the front end off, so we've got another insert there, another page. This is the other envelope, which of course, we've got another insert right there. And this is your last envelope, so that number 4. And again, you've got a spot right there. So on these, what I did on the other one is I actually slid, you could leave this part, but what I did is I slid, I matted a piece of the decorative paper on the inside of the envelope so that when my journal card is out, you just see the blue paper, excuse me, that I lined it with. And then when you slide your journal card, it's good. It also serves another purpose. It stiffens up these envelopes a little bit, in case you're worried about that. I think I used about a 90-pound cardstock in there, just, you know, a little heavier than your copy paper, and just glued that all in there and stiffened up those pages. But as you can see, that literally took us minutes to do. According to my timer, beginning to end, it was like 18 minutes, but I was talking and flipping through. So it really took no time at all. And you've got a nice bones here for a nice little junk journal. Anyways, I just thought I would do a quick video for you today to show you this. I will link a few people because a couple of people in particular asked to see a video about envelope use, using envelopes. So I will link them as well to this so they can catch it. Thanks again, as always. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. You will know whenever we have, whenever I have new videos out. Thanks for watching as usual, and hope to see you guys all soon. Have a great day.